So I thought I'd come and see what the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is like away from Formula One, and I show up, and then there's an announcement about a driver who has something to do with the Formula One team. I can't escape it. Santino Ferrucci, you're going to be racing at Detroit in the Jewel of Detroit. How did that come about?
With the unfortunate accident of Pietro, obviously there was an open seat with Dale, and my manager had spoken, and is a longtime friend of his, and they had asked if I had any aspirations to come drive an IndyCar, and I was kind of like, well, it's just between Monaco and Paul Ricard for me in the Formula One schedule and F2 schedule, so I thought it would be a great opportunity, and I'm very happy that we could get something done.
Was it something you were thinking about before, though? Were you sort of saying, yeah, I'd love to, or was it just when you got asked the question you thought, yeah, why not?
Yeah, I got to ask the question. I mean, my goal has always been focused to Formula One, so it never really crossed my mind. But when it came up, it was something I really definitely had aspirations to do, and I really wanted to do this. And I think it would be a great learning experience, a great opportunity to showcase a little bit more of my ability back in America for the IndyCar circuit, to say the least. And I can't thank Dale enough for giving me the ride.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough ask, though, isn't it? I mean, Detroit's not exactly the most forgiving of places to be learning how to drive an IndyCar.
No. I wish I would have a little bit more seat time before I get into probably one of the most bumpy courses in America, to say the least. But I am happy it's a street course. I tend to fare better looking at results in history in street courses, especially coming off of Baku, and then I'll be coming off of Monaco. So, I mean, I'm going street course, so I might as well keep going with street course. So, I have that in the back pocket, which is nice. But adapting to a completely different car, a completely new team, different tire, is going to be a challenge. I'm just here to learn. I just want to bring the best of my abilities to the team, do the best for the team. There's no expectations, and to hopefully get the play safe car into a great position.
Who would you say you're trying to?
Yeah,
that's right.
There we go.
Who would you say you're trying to impress the most? Is it the guys over here, or is it the guys on your shirt?
I'm not trying to impress anybody. To be honest, I'm just doing this for me. Because in Europe, they always look at you, and they're consistently looking at you. And, to come here, it's a nice relief. You get to be yourself. You get to say be yourself for a weekend because everything's so restricted over there. And, you get to get a chance to play with the big dogs over here. So, I mean, for me, I'd like to go out there and just, I'm a racer. I want to win. It's every racer. If you're not a racer if you don't want to win. So obviously I'm going to give my heart to try and do my best for the team. But, I'm just doing it for me.
Yeah. Do you think it could be the first of many IndyCar runs?
We'll have to see about that one.
And you mentioned you've told Gunther already. What did
Yes.
he say when you were saying, I'm going to go to Detroit? Because I guess you'll be then in Canada after that, will you?
Yes,
watch the race?
I'm a very busy person. So, no, he was all for it. He's very happy, and he likes the idea. So, obviously, there's been some stuff about IndyCar and F1, a little bit of heads banging. But at the end of the day, when you look at it, it's seat time. You're in a Formula car. You're racing against a very, very greatly skilled group of people. I mean, you have people that have been in IndyCar for, ever now. I mean, my teammate going into the weekend, Sebastian, he's really, really good. I mean, he is probably one of the better drivers, if not one of the best drivers in this field. And to be able to just, I'm going to sit there and be a sponge and soak it all up because, I just want to do what he does. I want to try and do what he does, better said.
Well, it's a tall ask, but what have you been able to soak up here? The first time you said to IMS?
Well, I talked a lot with Pietro because he's driven both the F2 car and the IndyCar. So just to get an idea of, the power difference, the car, the weight of the car, how the car's slowing down, the acceleration, the steering weight, how the team is operating is also massive, how we work with engineers, just to get a feel of how the operation is. I mean, IndyCar is coming from Europe is much more laid back. I mean, everyone's very open to you walking around, hanging out, and saying hello. Versus F1, everything's very closed-doored, very closed-minded. Everything's super, super focused, and I feel it's a lot more difficult to go into the F1 paddock and be around. Here, it's very relaxing and very opening, which is nice. Also, everyone speaks English.
Yeah, that helps. That does help. Even
well,
for me.
It's a different kind of English than I'm used to because used to like the European version and talking to engineers and different.
What's wrong with British English?
British English? Oh mate, you guys invented language, but we just made it better.
Well. On that note, I think I should probably let you go and soak up the rest of the weekend here.
I appreciate it.
See what you can learn, and I'll chase you to Monaco, and these lot
Yes,
see
you
you
will.
all again in Detroit.
Yes, you will. Thanks very much.